Oh, hey there. I've been brushing up on my land claims, and let me tell you, location really is everything. So today we're exploring 8 ideal guild-based locations that offer strategic staging points for deep desert assaults, tons of space for your fleet, and key access to materials and map movement. So let's get to it. When your guild starts growing, one of the best things you can do is establish a permanent base with enough space for large vehicles, resource storage, and long-term planning. You're not just looking for a pretty view, you need function, space, and good positioning. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about defending your base. There's no PvP inside Haga Basin bases. This means you can focus on what really matters: operations, logistics, and scale. We'll start in Mysa Turil, where there are 2 excellent clifftop options. First is the sandy clifftop. It's positioned right near open desert, with access to spice blooms and crashing ship events, both of which are major mid-game scores. It's also very close to the shield wall, giving you fast paths towards faction content and the deep desert. The best part? The space. You've got all the room you could want for parking vehicles, setting up communal stations, and building out your guild's vision with no terrain hassle. Clean, open, and incredibly practical. Just next door is the rocky clifftop, and it offers the same benefits: access to desert events, fast routes to the shield wall, and wide open terrain. The main difference is layout. The rocky clifftop sits a little further from the shield wall with a more jagged landscape, which some guilds may prefer for aesthetics or vertical build potential. Both spots are unique and practical, especially if you're trying to get started fast with a scalable foundation and lots of breathing room. Now let's head to the Odom, where you'll find one of the most distinctive base spots in the game, the Cave Hangar. This location is built into the center of a towering rock structure that's naturally hollowed out, so you get a secure raised platform with one of the coolest visual layouts possible. It's a hidden fortress by design. Around the base you'll find sand trout leathers, stillsuit tubing, agave seeds, and basalt, all useful for a wide range of mid and late game crafting. It might not be as practical as other spots for large vehicles, but you can get creative with the vertical build opportunities, making it a great option for guilds that want a base that feels fortified and atmospheric. Next up is the Mountain Compound, tucked to the north of the Stone Sentinel in the western shield wall. This spot is ideal for guilds that want a tactical position with access to nearby activities. You're close to the Pinnacle, there's basalt and aluminum nearby for crafting, and you're surrounded by useful landmarks: a testing station to the north, and a shipwreck to the south. While the terrain is more vertical than flat, there is a nice flat top to build on, and the elevation gives you an incredible overlook. This compact, layered space is excellent for organized, community builds, giving plenty of space for a large guild base up top, and surrounding smaller guild member bases. Just downhill is the North Pinnacle slopes. This one shares a lot of benefits with the Mountain Compound. Same resource access, same proximity to the shield wall and Pinnacle, but with more open terrain and better flow for horizontal expansion. If your guild is looking to build wide and accommodate several large vehicles or modular structures, this is a perfect upgrade. It's especially nice for planning long-term infrastructure without needing to wedge things between cliffs. In Haga Rift, the Race Fortress is an incredibly well-rounded location. First off, it has dew flowers, which makes hydration more manageable for guild-scale operations. And if that doesn't quench your thirst, there's a few close NPC compounds right next to the spot, where you can take out enemies and drag their bodies back to your base to feed into death stills. If your guild is running advanced water reclamation, the spot supports it better than most. You'll also find carbon ore in the area and close access to both the shield wall and Pinnacle Station, giving you great mobility and trade opportunities. If you're looking for a versatile and functional base with excellent logistics, this one's hard to beat. Deeper inside Haga Rift, the Subterranean Labyrinth offers something truly unique. Haga Rift itself is a massive multi-tiered canyon that descends hundreds of meters, and down in the bottom 2 layers is where this base shines. The location uses the natural shelves and ledges carved into the rock to create a hangar-like shape with tons of cover and vertical build potential. You're surrounded by mineral facilities, ray amplifiers, and several outposts, which make it a strong option for resource gathering and supply staging. Now, this spot can definitely be tricky for a guild base operation, but if your guild wants a hidden, layered base that feels completely different from surface builds, this is a fun option. And finally, we've got the Riftwatch Compound just outside the Harkonnen social outpost in Haga Basin. This spot is made up of large, flat land that can easily be extended into the upper levels of Haga Rift, which gives it a huge build potential and visual range. It's also positioned near the Riftwatch and Anvil trade post, which makes it perfect for Harkonnen-aligned guilds that want to stay close to faction hubs. If your crew is all in on the Harkonnen experience, this location lets you stay connected while building a massive operational base. Alright, so here are some other tips to help you choose the best location for your guild base. Choose a location where you can easily farm aluminum. This is especially important if all members are using the guild base as a central hub. If you really want to put your base further from aluminum, then an idea is to create a smaller base with buggies and large amounts of water to harvest and refine the ore into ingots. This will make it easier when transporting it back to your main guild. We all know how important water is, so pick a spot with easy access to water. This can be achieved in many ways, from being near dewflower fields or having access to bodies to put in death stills. Wind traps are always a great addition as well, but don't help much when you need large amounts of water quickly. And finally, proximity to the shield wall is important for quick access to the deep desert. Time spent flying to and from your base is of course better spent actually playing the game. The closer you are to the wall, the easier it will be to transport vehicles and resources to and from your guild base and deep desert. Even though there are workarounds for each of these things, it's always a good idea to keep them in mind when selecting a guild base spot. No matter which of these locations you choose, remember that this isn't about stacking defenses. It's about having the room, the resources, and the positioning to scale your guild for what's coming next. Even the smaller resources like carbon, tubing, or agave seeds still matter later in the game, especially when you're running multiple vehicles and supporting dozens of members. Add in access to water, trade routes, and deep desert paths, and these bases become more than homes. They're launch pads for your entire endgame, so choose a place that fits your guild's goals and have fun. Hopefully this helped you find the perfect location for your guild base. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments your favorite base spot. Don't forget to join my Discord and channel, and check out my socials below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the Spice Bloom.